Good evening and welcome to the Miss Smith Presents YouTube channel. I am Miss Smith and we are broadcasting live from Portland, Oregon. We have ourselves a live studio audience this evening. Let me hear you. That was spirited and lively. So glad to have people with us. They are masked. Some of them are wearing Lisa Benson masks right now. And I talk a lot about Lisa Benson masks, and you get to see Lisa Benson this evening. Tonight, we are raising money for Outside In. Please go to their website, outsideinnorg. You're going to find a very obvious button that says donate. You can go to my website, misssmithpresents.com. And if you are subscribed to the channel, woohoo, then you can be in the chat window right now and you will see Beth Salisbury, who is posing as me. And she is putting information throughout the show how you can donate. But you can always just refer right to my website, misssmithpresents.com, not Mrs., not Ms., it's Miss Smith. It's a lot of S's, MISSSMITH.com. You're going to hear a lot more about Outside In throughout this show tonight. Oh, but I do want to say, whenever you are donating, please select area of greatest need. You have all sorts of selections where your donation can go this evening. I was talking to Brad at Outside In. They just received a really large grant, but that money is tied very specifically to building and things like that. They're unable to use that money for other things that they might really need it for, right? And so he just said, if you could please tell everybody to please just select area of greatest need, and that way we can direct those funds where they need to go. And then the next portion for the donation is if you would select tribute, and then put Lisa Benson and or Miss Smith so that we can track those donations this evening. It is important to subscribe to this channel for a couple of reasons. Number one is to be in the chat window. It's a party. If you're watching right now, please go ahead and put your name and location so Lisa can go back after the show, take a look at who is watching, say hello, talk to each other. It's like its own little audience pool, getting to know each other there. And then also, we have never had this happen. However, we are broadcasting live, and it's the power of the internet. It's the power of our connection, right? So if something were to happen to our connection, first of all, maybe check your end. Sometimes you on your end might need to refresh your browser if something's going on. Maybe YouTube on your end is having trouble. So try that first. Then if you're still having trouble, it might be on our end, and just hang on. We will come back as soon as we possibly can. Worst case scenario, if we have to end the live stream, if you are subscribed to the channel, you will get a notification that says when we are live again. Okay, lots of reasons to subscribe to the channel. And also, I've got a great channel. I have a whole lot of awesome programming on there. My people are awesome. I am so proud of my people. We are on that channel, so really and truly take a minute and subscribe to that. We are broadcasting live from Waverly, UCC. I just want to give a big shout out to them. They are absolutely wonderful. They host Bridging Voices Youth Chorus and are just a really wonderful, warm congregation. And their staff is so fantastic to let us use the space. They are donating the space to us so that we can raise as much money as we possibly can for Outside In this evening. So thank you, Waverly, UCC. Yes. I am so proud of our performer this evening. Lisa has done this show a couple of different times. Each time she had a special guest in the middle of the show. This time I have challenged her to do the show all by herself. This is a one-woman show. She has adapted the script, added new songs. It's basically a brand new show, and I'm so proud of her for telling her story this evening for you all. So welcome to the stage, in Poor Unfortunate Souls, Lisa Benson.
No one ever made me feel as small as you did. No one made me feel as cursed. I I'd lie awake in bed just staring at the ceiling, wondering if things could get worse. You always said that I was weak, but the bravest thing I did was leave. So I will forgive myself and start to let it go. Except that who you chose to be was out of my control. And though it might be hard to begin again, I'll write myself a brand new story with a happy end. I survived, so tonight I am taking back my life, and I'll show you that I'm not nothing. I'll show you that I'm not nothing. They will tell you to be quiet. They will tell you that your light is too bright. They will tell you don't belong and that no one wants to hear you. And you grow up thinking you don't belong and that you're not lovable. And you don't feel seen or heard. You do think there's something wrong with you. I'm not alone. There's hundreds of us out here writing brand new stories. We're the freaks, the weirdos, the outcasts. We deserved a better message from the folks that supposedly cared for us. How different our stories might have been if this was the message that we got instead. Doctors have come from distant cities just to see me stand over my bed, disbelieving what they're seeing. They say I must be one of the wonders of God's own creation. And as far as they see, they can offer no explanation. Newspapers ask intimate questions, want confessions. They reach into my head to steal the glory of my story. They say I must be one of the wonders of God's own creation. And as far as they see, they can offer no explanation. Ooh, I believe fate smiled and destiny laughed as she came to my cradle. No, this child will be able. Laughed as my body she lifted. No, this child will be gifted with love and patience and with faith. She'll make her way. She'll make her way, yeah, yeah. People see me, I'm a challenge to their balance. I'm over your head, how I confound you and astound you to know I must be one of the wonders of God's own creation. And as far as they see, they can offer me no explanation. Ooh, I believe fate smiled and destiny laughed as she came to my cradle. No, this child will be able. Laughed as she came to my mother. No, this child will not suffer. Laughed as my body she lifted. No, this child will be gifted with love and patience and with faith. She'll make her way. She'll make her way, yeah, yeah. She'll make her way. great words for a kid growing up, right? Especially when you're a weirdo. Yeah, when you're a weirdo like I was. You long for the sweet sound of your parents' voice saying you're just perfect the way that you are. Yeah, well, no, that wasn't my childhood. I mean, I think my folks loved me and they wanted me to be normal. Maybe they just didn't go about it in the most rational, supportive kind of way. When I was younger, just a bad little kid, my mama noticed funny things I did, like shooting puppies with a BB gun. I'd poison guppies, and when I was done, I'd find a pussycat and bash in its head. That's when my mama said...
What did she say?
She said, my child, I think someday we'll find a way to make your natural tendencies pay. You'll be a dentist. You have a knack for causing things pain. Hun, be a dentist. People will pay you to be inhumane. Your temperament's wrong for the convent, and teaching would suit you still less. Hun, be a dentist. You'll be a success.
There she is, folks, the leader of the plaque. Watch her suck up that gas. Oh my God. She's a dentist, but she'll never be any good. Who wants their teeth done by the Marquis de Sade? Ow, that hurts. I'm not numb.
I don't care. Open wide. Here I come. I am your dentist.
Goodness gracious.
And I enjoy the career that I picked. I am your dentist.
Fitting braces.
And I get off on the pain I inflict. When I start extracting those molars, you girls will be screaming like holy rollers.
Dentist.
And though it may cause my patients distress, somewhere in heaven above me, I know my mama's proud of me. 'Cause I'm a dentist and a success. Say ah.
Aw.
Now spit. No, I didn't become a dentist or poison any guppies. But my upbringing really did do a number on me. My stepfather was a contractor, and I went to 4 different elementary schools in that first 6 years of schooling. Making friends was really hard, but romantic relationships, now, that was really tough. I mean, I had shitty role models. I was always confused. I looked everywhere, and I tried everything. I took my troubles to Madame Ruth. You know that woman with the golden tooth. She's got a pad on 34th and Vine, selling little bottles of love potion number 9. I told her that I was a flop with chicks. I've been this way since 1956. She looked at my palm and made a magic sign. She said, what you need is love potion number 9. Well, she bent down and turned around and gave me a wink. She said, I'm gonna mix it up right here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine and looked like India ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. And then I kissed that cop on 34th and Vine. He broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. I took my troubles to Bud Tender Ruth. She's got a place called the Golden Tooth. It's a dispensary on 3rd and Pine. They've got a little strain called love potion number 9. I thought that since I was a flop with chicks, this hybrid just might help me get some help. She took my cash and made a warning sign. She said, don't smoke too much, love potion number 9. Well, I sat down and looked around and started to think. She said, I'm gonna weigh it up right here by the sink. It had hairs in it colored red, blue, and pink. I held the pipe, I drew some in. Wow. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started humping everything in sight. And then I humped that cop, and now I'm serving time. All because of love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. So when that didn't work, I did what just comes naturally. I put a spell on you. Cause you're mine. You better stop the things you do. I ain't lying. No, I ain't lying. You know I can't stand it. You're running around. You know better, Daddy. I can't stand it. 'Cause you're putting me down. Yeah, yeah. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. You're mine. Oh, oh. Mine. You're mine. You're mine. You hear me? Do I love you? Do I love you? Do I love you? I love you. I love you anyhow. And I don't care if you don't want me. No! I'm yours right now. You hear me? I put a spell on you. Because I'm down. You're mine. Screw loose, that's what they say I've got. Or maybe they say I'm not playing with a full deck. But hey, what the heck can I do? Baby, I've got a screw loose for you. Bonkers, that's what they're calling me. Not metaphorically, they mean truly insane. But they can't hear the voice in my brain giving me orders to keep loving you. Eccentric, erratic, toys in the belfry, bats in my attic. But I just don't see the harm in carving your name in my arm. Oh, Mr. Whiskers, come Come help me sing. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Thank you. Darling, it's so hard to be 60 and schizo. But I know you're worth the cost. I've made up my mind, which I have lost. Scribblers, clinically certified. A panel of doctors tried to lock me away. But until the day when they finally do. I'm doing a show here. I'll be right here if you need a loose screw. Love comes when you least expect it. Love dances in on a whim. I thought maybe I could direct it, but I never expected a guy like him. He was a bully and a brute. He was as crazy as a coot. Still, I didn't give a hoot. He was my boyfriend. With every woman he would flirt. He always treated me like dirt. Still, I was happy to be hurt. He was my boyfriend. I was as pure as a virgin meadow. Lying there was victor in the gloam. Then he turned to me, that charmer, and whispered, "Let's play farmer," and plowed me till the cows came home. He was a monster and a beast. His midnight bangings never ceased. Didn't faze me in the least. He was my boyfriend. I'll never forget the first time I met Victor. It was on the village green at the annual Bach Beer Festival, where every beer costs a buck. I was an innocent young lamb. He was a dirty old goat. We were made for each other. All of a sudden, he took out his paraphernalia and shouted, "Let's play croquet!" And off to the field we went. He carried his hoops and mallets, and I carried his balls. Ah, what a festival! Fun and games all day long. Archery, badminton, potato sack. And Victor? He won the three-legged race all by himself. Oh, it was love at first sight. He was the one that I gave my heart to, but we never wed, even so. Then I mentioned wedlock. He put me in a headlock. Then I asked to be his wife. He stabbed me with a kitchen knife. Ah, where did the good times go? If he had an angry fit, I was the first thing that he'd hit. But I didn't give a shit. He was my boyfriend. A little obsession, a little stalking, a nice whipping. What do you mean that didn't work? It did get me that one restraining order, though. Alas, I kept searching. I think this time maybe if I stop trying to control everything and just give in to everything, that's sure to work, right? I am at the opera. I don't like the opera, but he loves the opera, and I love him. I follow the libretto, I follow the conductor. When I follow the plot, my head begins to spin. I don't understand a word, even when it's English. Everyone around me says, this is divine. I don't like the opera, but look, I'm at the opera. It's a good thing he can't read my mind. Oh, yes, he's a wonderful Parsifal. And she's the best tundra I've ever seen in, well, my whole life. Look at me, I'm skiing when I do not like skiing, but he loves skiing and I love him. I rent the boots and poles, I shiver in the cold. I'm charging down the mountain, risking life and limb. There's no exhilaration, I am only feeling terrified. Everyone around me's having such a great time. I do not like skiing, but look at me, I'm skiing. It's a good thing he can't read my mind. Ah, yeah. Ah! Exhilarating. That's the word I was thinking of. Scared of heights. No, not me. Nope. I am not complaining, I'm just making observation. Expanding your horizons is a sign of maturation. Now I tolerate cigars, 'cause he's a smoker. I'm playing chess, though I confess sometimes I long for poker. I am eating sushi when I do not like sushi, but he loves sushi and I love him. I'm poking with a chopstick at a living, breathing fish stick. Oh my God, I think it's trying to swim. Some say eating sushi is like chewing on your own cheek or sucking down a bucket full of tentacled slime. I do not like sushi, but look, I'm eating sushi. It's a good thing he can't read my mind. Interesting texture. What was that I was eating again? Oh, no. Oh. So if you see me in a sushi bar, see me on the mezzanine, see me on a ski slope, looking scared, hey, don't feel sorry for me. I must be in love, or why in the hell else would I be there? Before I met him, life was dull. I never took any chances. Now I leap at every opportunity I find. I do not like sushi. I don't like skiing or the opera. Maybe I will in time. Maybe I will in time. Seconds. Sure, I'd love some. Finally, I did therapy. Lots of therapy. I spent years doing individual therapy, group therapy, music therapy, dream journaling, and running with the wolves. And what I know about happiness is that it isn't something that's just given to you like a reward. It's something that you have to cultivate and purposely put into your life. I met a man without a dollar to his name. He had no traits of any value but his smile. I met a man who had no yearn or claim to fame, who was content to let life pass him for a while. But I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life like the movie stars led. And he kissed me right here, and he said, I'll give you stars and the moon and a soul to guide you, and a promise I'll never go. I'll give you hope to bring out all the life inside you, and the strength that will help you grow. I'll give you truth and a future that's 20 times better than any Hollywood plot. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have a yacht. I met a man who lived his life out on the road, who left a wife and kids in Portland on a whim. I met a man whose fire and passion always showed, who asked if I could spare a week to ride with him. But I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life like that was scripted and planned. And he said, but you don't understand. I'll give you stars and the moon and an open highway and a river beneath your feet. I'll give you days full of dreams if you travel my way, and a summer you can't repeat. I'll give you nights full of passion and days of adventure, no strings, just warm summer rain. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have champagne. I met a man who had a fortune in the bank, who had retired at the age of 30, set for life. I met a man and didn't know which stars to thank, and then he asked one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up, and all I could think of was the life I had dreamed I would live. And I said to him, what will you give? I'll give you cars and a townhouse in Turtle Bay and a fur and a diamond ring, and we'll get married in Spain on my yacht today, and we'll honeymoon in Beijing, and you'll meet stars at the parties I throw at my villas in Nice and Paris in June. And I thought, okay. And I took a breath, and I got my yacht, and the years went by, and it never changed, and it never grew, and I never dreamed. And I woke one day, and I looked around, and I thought, my God, I'll never have the moon. Finally, it clicked with me that something wasn't right with my life. I realized I'd been lied to. I am not nothing. I'm actually quite something, maybe even awesome. I picked up my tiara and reclaimed my power. Clipped wings, I was a broken thing. Had a voice, but I could not sing. You held me down. I struggled on the ground. Whoa, so lost, the line had been crossed. Had a voice, but I could not talk. You held me down. I struggled to fly now. Whoa, but there's a scream inside that we all try to hide. We hold on so tight, but we cannot deny it eats us alive. Whoa, it eats us alive. Whoa, yes, there's a scream inside that we all try to hide. We hold on so tight, but I don't want to die, no. I don't want to die, no, I don't want to die. And I don't care if I sing off key. I find myself in my melodies. I sing for love, I sing for me. I shout it out like a bird set free. No, I don't care if I sing off key. I find myself in my melodies. I sing for love, I sing for me. I shout it out like a bird set free. I'll shout it out like a bird set free. I hit the high notes. Have a voice, hear me roar tonight. You held me down, but I fought back out loud. Whoa, there's a scream inside that we all try to hide, and we hold on so tight, we cannot deny it eats us alive. Whoa, it eats us alive. Whoa, yes, there's a scream inside that we all try to hide, and we hold on so tight, but I don't want to die, no. I don't want to die, no, I don't want to die. And I don't care if I sing off key, I find myself in my melodies. I sing for love, I sing for me, I shout it out like a bird set free. No, I don't care if I sing off key, I find myself in my melodies. I sing for love, I sing for me, I shout it out like a bird set free. I'll shout it out like a bird set free. I'll shout it out like a bird set free. I'll shout it out like a bird set free. I'll shout it out like a bird set free. I'll shout it out like a bird set free.
Having a good time? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Whew. I know, right? I was sitting there going, I got to talk now. Lisa. Yeah. Woman, thank you so much for sharing your story with us and for helping raise awareness about Outside In, our beneficiary for tonight. One look at their website tells you that you're in the right place to help those who are the most vulnerable in our society. Here's a little bit about them. Since 1968, Outside In has transformed thousands of lives by helping break the cycles of chronic homelessness, poverty, and poor health among Portland's LGBTQIA+ community, people of color, those experiencing homelessness, and the underserved. Their health clinic and young adult programs strive to meet people where they are and provide safe, affirming spaces for the community to receive judgment-free care and support. So there's several ways to give. You can go to their website, outsidein.org, click the donation link. You can go to my website, misssmithpresents.com. It will lead you right to that link. If you are a Venmo person, I give you permission to send any donations to my Venmo, and I will send them directly to Outside In. That is going to be in the chat window right now. It is my full name, Stephanie Lynne Smith, middle name Lynnne. Thanks, Mom. I know you're watching. Also, CashApp, same thing, Stephanie Lynne Smith. Any way that you want to get money to Outside In through me, go for it. My email address is misssmithpresents@gmail.com. If you want to mail a check, anything like that, just get in touch with me and we will get that money to them. I was looking on their website. They have medical services, behavioral health services, ways to get insurance. I saw this little link that said tattoo removal. I was like, in Portland? I thought that's what we did, right? And then I started reading and I was educated in that moment. Tattoo removal of tattoos that are often gang, hate, or domestic violence related. Young adult services including mental health, nutrition, housing, and the like. Friends, the programs go on and on. I was just so impressed with the creativity of programming that they have. They clearly have been doing this for a very long time and know that there's just some very, what am I trying to say, specific specific, and every person is different, right? So they really have a broad offering. Once again, go to my website or go to theirs to donate now. We hope you'll be as generous as possible. If you are watching this live stream in 3 years, 5 years, next week, whenever you're watching this, consider donating to Outside In. Be sure and select area of greatest need. And I would love to get an email in 10 years from Outside In that said, we got a donation from Lisa Benson from 2021. That would just be fantastic. So please be as generous as possible. I'm going to brag now about my studio and give you some of the upcoming events for Miss Smith Presents. Saturday, November 6th, I am with my Bay Area studio. I'm calling it a Saturday extravaganza. I can't think of any other way to describe this. It's going to be a great day. Entire day is going to be held in the home of composer Paul France in San Francisco. It's going to start at 11 a.m. with Fancy Brian's pop-up cafe called Yay Coffee. Fancy Brian Murakami, I have to add his last name because I am friends with Brian Boitano, and everybody was like, Brian Boitano's having a pop-up coffee? No, he's not. Fancy Brian Murakami, however, who is fabulous, I want to say, he has a dream. He's a tech guy, right? And he has a dream of opening his own coffee shop, and I want to help him with that dream by sampling as much coffee as I possibly can. He's going to be offering pour-overs, roasted beans for purchase, besides having a great time together supporting Yay Coffee. Our own technical wizard right here in front of me, Brooks Graham, he's coming with me to the Bay Area. He's going to be traveling with me to meet everybody. And then that night, he's going to run tech. I'm going to play for June Camerling. Her performance that night was Society Cabaret for their Thanksgiving show. Society Cabaret, I am partnered with out of the Bay Area. They decided to stay virtual, so they are on Zoom right now. I just want to give a shout out. The first Friday of the month, they have an open mic that's on Zoom, and it is fantastic because anyone, anywhere, it's on Zoom, right? So we get great. Yeah, Zan is listening in right now from Portugal. Go get on that. Okay, just kidding. So anyway, show over Zoom. Go to www.societycabaret.com. Is their beautiful logo up? It was up. Okay, it's a really sexy logo. I love it. Societycabaret.com. It is a ticketed event. I believe it is $25 to get the Zoom link. Again, that date is Saturday, November the 6th, and Society Cabaret show featuring our own June Camerling at 7:30 p.m. Back in Oregon on Friday, November the 12th, he's sitting right in front of me, Eric Gullickson presents A Chance to Sing. We are also very glad to have you back on your feet, my friend. Joined by Sam Kinney, Vonnie Kengla, and myself, this live stream will benefit Bridging Voices LGBTQA+ Youth Chorus in Portland, Oregon. That show will broadcast live right here from Waverly and on the Miss Smith Presents YouTube channel. All the more reason to subscribe to my channel and experience great performances by community members that are using their talents to benefit others. Once again, a reminder, our beneficiary for tonight is Outside In, located in Southwest Portland. My website, MissSmithPresents.com, OutsideIn.org, Venmo me. Any way that we can get donations to Outside In, please do that. Remember to designate area of greatest need and select tribute for Lisa Benson and Miss Smith so that we can track those donations. Thank you so very much for watching. And now, to conclude her one-woman show, please welcome back to the stage, Lisa Benson.
In 2012, Disney released a line of villain dolls, one of them depicting Ursula, the classically full-figured sea witch from The Little Mermaid. Yeah, well, they released her as a designer couture size 0. Ursula, size 0. I mean, from one rolling midsection and tameless will to another. My sweet Ursula, I cannot imagine. To see your image dissected, your chin shaved, your waist cinched, your silhouette robbed of every delicious curve. To find after 2 decades of existence that your evil was more worthy of preservation than the iconic body that held you. You were the only Disney character that ever looked like me. And while you may not have had the waistline of a princess, I'll be goddamned if you didn't have the swagger of a queen, the way you sashayed around your lair in full makeup, black flamenco number cut so low in the back that your every twist and shimmy displayed the gorgeous tuck of your rolls. You made back fat look sexy. You made living in this body a little less like a curse. Ursula, I wonder how they told you. Did they sit you down over tea, your delicately frosted cakes lining the chipped porcelain? Explained it as a marketing technique, a vehicle to make you more palatable to a culture that demands perfection. I hope you crush the teapot in the clench of your fist. I hope you grow 100 feet tall and drown them in the whirlpool of rage. I wish I could have seen you suck the tiny voices from their breakable throats. I mean, wasn't it enough that they made you a witch? That you were already beyond the bounds of their franchise royalty? They expected little girls to recoil from the wickedness inside your laugh when I think they worshipped your honesty. Ursula, queen of the ocean, I don't want to see you cut down into bite-sized pieces. You weren't easy to swallow for a reason. No, I want you larger than life. I want the thick of your tentacles, your conjurer's hands, the jiggle of your ample breast. Ursula, queen of the ocean, you were never just a sea witch to me. You were perfect. Every pound, every inch, every swell, perfect. And I pity the poor unfortunate soul who would dare paint you as anything less. I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made the switch true. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And here lately, please don't laugh, I use it on behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed, pathetic, poor, unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. These poor, unfortunate souls, it's sad, but true. They come flocking to my cauldron, crying, spells, Ursula, please, and do I help them? Yes, I do. Now, it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake them across the coals. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole, I've been a saint to those poor, unfortunate souls. Have we got a deal, darling?
Okay, so without my voice, how will I attract a man when I shout, "Death to the patriarchy"?
Well, you have your looks, your pretty face, and don't underestimate the importance of body language. The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yes, on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. After all, dear, what is idle prattle for? Come on! They're not all that impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can. But they dote and swoon and fawn on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue, who gets her man. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. You poor unfortunate soul. It's sad, but true. If you want to cross a bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and a breath and go ahead and sign my scroll. Oh, Miss Smith, I've got you. I'm really on a roll. This poor unfortunate soul. Ha 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 just love Ursula. I mean, she is so unapologetically who she is. She's big and powerful and not afraid to show it. On my good days, I'm Ursula. 3 little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sometimes we got it wrong, but it's all right. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Don't you hesitate, girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your hair down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Blue as the sky, sunburned and lonely, sipping tea in a bar by the roadside. Don't you let those other boys fool you. Gotta love that afro hairdo. Maybe sometimes we got it wrong, but it's all right. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Don't you think it's strange? Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your hair down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. 'Twas more than I could take. Pity for pity's sake, some nights kept me awake. I thought that I was stronger. When you gonna realize that you don't even have to try any longer? Do what you want, girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your hair down. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your hair down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. So that's what I did. I became my own protector so that I could let those walls down, so that happiness could enter. And my life got better. My relationships got better. And I got happier. Today it's my choice whether to have the walls up or down. And when the walls are down, that truth-telling, mouthy little girl, she gets to run free. And I'm so glad I didn't lose her. Someday, 'cause you've got a heart so big it could crush this town, and I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down. There's a barricade. It keeps out the danger, but holds in the pain. And sometimes you're happy, and sometimes you cry. Well, half of me is ocean, and half of me is sky. But you've got a heart so big it could crush this town, and I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down. Some things are over, some things go on. And part of me you carry, but part of me is gone. But you've got a heart so big it could crush this town, and I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down. Baby, you've got a heart so big it could crush this town, and I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They fall down. They fall down. They fall down. They fall down. I made light of my upbringing, but it was really dark and grim most of the time. I suffered for a long time, but I eventually found my way. Today, I like myself. I'm learning to be comfortable in my own skin. I see the light inside of me now, and I hope every weirdo and outcast out there learns to see theirs too. When I was in high school, the Rocky Horror Picture Show was more than a movie. It was a celebration of freaks and weirdos. On Saturday nights at midnight, we'd get all dressed up and meet at the Clinton Street Theater. We'd have our props. We'd be prepared to throw toast and light our lighters and sing at the top of our lungs. For that one evening, I was one with the freaks and the weirdos. Not only the ones on the screen, but my friends with me in the audience. My friends were the light in my darkness. In the velvet darkness of the blackest night, burning bright, there's a guiding star. No matter what or who you are, there's a line over at the Frankenstein place. There's a light burning in the fireplace. There's a light in the darkness of everybody's life. Didn't I tell you I hear what you say? Never look back as you're walking away. Carry the music, the memories, and keep them inside you. Laugh every day. Don't stop those tears from falling down. This is who I am inside. This is who I am. I'm not gonna hide, 'cause the greatest risk we'll ever take is by far to stand in the light and be seen as we are. Stand in the light and be seen as we are. With courage and kindness, hold on to your faith. You get what you give, and it's never too late to reach for the branch and climb up, leaving sadness behind you. Fight hard for love. We can never give enough. This is who I am inside. This is who I am. I'm not gonna hide, 'cause the greatest risk we'll ever take is by far to stand in the light and be seen as we are. Stand in the light and be seen as we are. Riding the storms that come raging towards us, we dive. Holding our breath as we break through the surface with arms open wide. With arms open wide. This is who I am inside. This is who I am. I'm not gonna hide, 'cause the greatest risk we'll ever take is by far to stand in the light and be seen as we are. Stand in the light and be seen as we are. Cause the greatest risk we'll ever take is by far to stand in the light and be seen as we are. Stand in the light and be seen as we are. Stand in the light and be seen as we are. So that's my brand new story. I'm who I am because of my childhood, but I'm who I want to be today because I learned how to accept the way things were for me back then. I'm learning how to forgive, and I'm learning how to let it go. And today I make better choices. This last song goes out to all the freaks, the weirdos, the outcasts, the poor unfortunate souls who are still out there writing their brand new stories and searching for their light. I don't know if you can hear me or if you're even there. I don't know if you will listen to a humble prayer. They tell me I am just an outcast, I shouldn't speak to you. Still I see your face and wonder, were you once an outcast too? God help the outcasts, hungry from birth. Show them the mercy they don't find on earth. The lost and forgotten, they look to you still. God help the outcasts, or nobody will. I ask for nothing, I can get by, but I know so many less lucky than I. God help the outcasts, the poor and downtrodden. I thought we all were the children of God. I don't know if there's a reason why some are blessed, some not. Why the few you seem to favor, they fear us, flee us, try not to see us. God help the outcasts, the tattered, the torn, seeking an answer to why they were born. Winds of misfortune have blown them about. You made the outcasts, don't cast them out. The poor and unlucky, the weak and the odd, I thought we all were the children of God.